thought I'd do a firework for this time. Now that well, not just for the fact that it's the 5th of November, and I can also get my fire on. Sorry for the leftover spider. Should have got that decoration down. But now I did actually put something else up. Yay! So there you go. So now I'm free to do whatever I want. So now I can get into this week's without feeling bad. Right. So now we've got to turn that brightness up, or else your poor old eyes won't be able to read this, or the big So we'll just ignore that. Right. Let's speed run through this. So Hams remained for 34, just went down by 0.5. 24.5 in Latin. Think that'll rise up tonight. It should. And then speciality 39, 1 off 40. I mean, like, you can't get any better than that. Well, actually, you can. You can get a 40, but apart from that, you can't get any better than that. Right. LET, doing Latin today. 22 is the average. One of the lowest ones on here. So hopefully that'll rise up. 29 in ballroom, good. 35 for speciality at couples choice, big hit. James will be leaving with a 22 in Latin, a 27.3 in ballroom, and a 27 in speciality. So that's decent. Tony still at 18.5 in Latin. 23 in ballroom now, big rise up from 15, and 24 in speciality. Now, I think that speciality will either rise down really low or go up really high, because I don't know what to expect now. Fleur, 30.5 in Latin, 28 in ballroom, and 33 in speciality. That ballroom's bound to go up tonight. Will, 29.6 in Latin, 32 in ballroom, and 29.5 in speciality. Again, that ballroom's decent, but it could go up. LES, 28 in Latin, 28.6 in ballroom, and 30 in speciality. So they're all quite close. Charleston didn't look great, but out of sync, but you know, you don't know, it could go better than you think. Molly, now I was really disappointed because I thought their speciality would have rose away up, but we're only on 31.5. 34 in ballroom and 33 in Latin. So, you know, really good, but it could be better, just for her standard. Helen, 28 in Latin, 32.5 in ballroom, and 30.5 in Latin. Now, that Latin's definitely going to go up. She did a jive at Christmas, you know, I think, you know, that's going to be her thing. Tyler, 33 in Latin, 32 in ballroom, 32.3 in speciality. You see, it's consistent, and I think that ballroom will continue to rise tonight. Kim, 29.6 in the Latin, 27 in ballroom, and 33 in speciality. So speciality seems to be her thing. And actually, she's got an Argentine tonight, which is speciality, so that's good. Ballroom could do with a bit of work, though. Right, moving on. Right, best score from the judges. Molly continues to be 35. LET rose way up to 35. LES continues to be 30 after 5 weeks. Hamza 39. That's good. Will hasn't changed at all. Still is 34. Tony on 31. That was a drastic improvement. Tyler on 38 still. Fleur is on 38. Helen, 35. James is out now, but he will leave with a high score of 32. Kim, 34. That was her best dance of the weekend. So, there you go. So, you know, some people are getting higher, some are staying the same, and some haven't changed at all. I mean, Will's been a bit of a surprise, and LES, but there you have it. Now it's interesting, especially when you look into the worst scores, because Tony's still on 15, Ham's at 24, Will 23 from week 4, LET's been on 21 for 4 weeks, James stayed on 22, LES has stayed on 26, as is Helen, which is great, Fleur 28, Kim has stayed on 23, Molly dipped down to 30 slightly, and Tyler's always been on 22. So, you know, most of these people, again, haven't changed, actually, from the first week, which is really good. Now it's time for the best part. Who was I most in line with the scores? So I hold an average this series of 7.61. And Anton 7.56. By the way, I was trying to make my score as much in line with his as possible at the start, and then by the end I just gave up. So there's still a 5 or 6 point difference there. Motzi 7.48, Shirley 7.15, and Craig is always behind with 6.22. So that's quite a hefty difference. It's more than 1. Right, so now we look at my scores. So LES got her lowest from me at the weekend, 6. Wasn't a fan of her dance at all, if I'm honest. Helen has got a 9, because I really liked her foxtrot. Ham's again a 9, not his best, but I thought he still did it brilliantly. Fleur was a 9, I thought she was undermarked. LET 9, by far her best. Kim was a 9, again her best, I felt, and she did it really well. Tyler an 8, great dance, not a lot of cha-cha content though. James was a 7, probably his best dance, to be honest. Molly was a 10, I mean, they slept on that routine. I mean, apart from it being strange, it was just absolutely fantastic. You know, a 6 was, I think that 6 was in the upside down. Will an 8 continues to be consistently good. Tony an 8, that was mental, that improvement. And oh wait, Jade's out. Well, you know what, Jade should have been here to do her fireworks performance tonight, or disco for Jenna. Disgraceful, you know, she's out. Devastated. Right, so now James joins on the best scores. Listen, James' strongest scores was 32 in ballroom, 22 in Latin, and 27 in speciality. So he joins the other 4 couples, so that's good. Meanwhile, his worst scores in this are 24 in ballroom, 22 in Latin, and 27 in speciality. Now, this is always my favourite part, the average board. So James is 25.50 from... What am I talking about? I don't like this bit. Right, well, 25.50 from the judges. 24.64 average from me, wasn't a fan. And he was in 11th below. I don't mind him. But there you go. Usually I'm higher, not this time. So there you have it. That is the... average board at the moment. Now this is really my favourite time. Who will win? So I still think Hamza and Jovita hold the strongest chance to win. I'm really down to put who I want to win, because I think I know who I'm going to put, but it hasn't, you know, they haven't had, you know, usually around this time I really decide, but I think that's going to be filled out very soon, probably in the next one. Because I have 3 people who I really, really like. But yeah, it's looking like, you know, can't see that changing. Right, who will leave? Now, this was really tough. I said James and Amy last week, and I got it right. Now, I've used the wrong colour for this week. So, but I do think it'll be Kim and Graziano. But I just don't think that they have the same fan base. It's not that, you know... all that still to come, but, you know, I've gotten it wrong a lot, so I'm probably wrong again, but I'm leaving it at that. Now, this is really tough, the top and bottom this week. Helen is my prediction to be top. Now, the last time I said it, it was totally out, but, you know, we've still more weeks. And LET is my bottom prediction. I still think she'll do it well, but just not enough to, you know, get really high marks. But I might be again prove wrong, because I did love her couples or jazz last week, so you know. Now that just leaves me with my 40 and 10 predictions. Now again, I've been dire at this because I did say last week that Molly and Hams would do it, and they didn't, which was a pity. And I said Molly, Hams, or Fleur, Tyler. There's actually been no 10. Well, I didn't put Tyler, but he was the only one who did. This week I guessed Will, Molly, and Helen. I don't know why I guessed Will. I don't think he will get a 10, but Helen most likely will, and Molly hopefully will, because she's long due, because she should have got it for 2 of her routines, her Chechen or Argentine, but we'll not discuss that. So, yeah, and again, I predict no 40s for this week, just not feeling it yet. So there you go. So 5th of November, happy 5th of November, all the decor is down, and that will be my predictions for this week. So we'll see if I get it horribly wrong or whether I'm bang on. So we'll just have to wait and see. So, yeah, that's that. Look at all this stuff, would you? Look at the state of me. What am I like? Right, well, anyway, time to go and watch it. It's 6:30. Need to get till 7.